Transgenderism, the gradual disappearance of women in favor of the market. Part 1. Over the past years in the UK, the referral figures shows that the majority of the individuals transitioning were female at birth, circa 1969%, which is 15 times more than 10 years ago. In short, nowadays, among people under 35, there are more young girls wanting to become a man than young boys wanting to become a woman. We are experiencing a radical societal shift highlighting how woke feminism has changed the conception of womanhood in Western societies. In medieval time, although dynasties were built on the principle of male preference primogeniture law, the role of regent was bestowed on a queen, which more than just a woman was first and foremost a mother. Indeed, the Christian dogma postulate that maternal love is a natural predisposition. The queen's competency to govern the kingdom was made legitimate by the concept of motherhood. Therefore, the regency was understood as an extension of women's parental function seen as an innate feminine characteristic. In the 19th and early 20th century, with the suffragettes, feminism was all about the right to vote. Similarly to the principle of regency in medieval time, the values regarded as feminine were acclaimed. While masculine qualities were associated with war, brutality, force, conflicts, women qualities resonated with peace, compassion and kindness. As such, the arrival of women in politics was often celebrated as the advent of a better world, a new society that would benefit from the inherent traits related to their gender. The feminist bourgeois in the 19th and early 20th century have maintained the confusion between work, which could take the form of unpaid labor, such as household duties, and salaried jobs. The right to work, understood as a necessity for females' economic independence, resulted in women abandoning their traditional housewife role to join the wage labor society. Mostly those women were from the proletariat classes, leaving their household to work in factories as salaried employees. They exchanged a fulfilling life cultivated by family and maternity with the promise of a fulfilling life materialized by their purchasing power, i.e. gratification via the participation in the neoliberal capitalist economy, the consumption of manufactured goods, bought with their salary. In the 20th century, French radical thinkers, authors of a corpus of philosophical, literary and social theories naturally dubbed French theory, criticized the foundations of Western societies by placing the concept of deconstruction at the center of their research. They challenged the traditional notions of language, meaning, and truth, including science, which rather than being a systematic enterprise of establishing fact about an object of study, was deemed to be a narrative that uses the concept of rationality to impose a viewpoint, the viewpoint of the dominant group. Therefore, in this theory, the objective truth does not exist, but everything is a social construct enforced by the oppressive majority on the oppressed minorities. As an illustration, gender is not defined by biology but is assigned by the repressive society. Likewise, human behaviors are not related to biological sex but befall from cultural or historical constructions that can be deconstructed. The differences between male and female are societal rather than driving from biological factors. Or as the French writer and philosopher Simone de Beauvoir in her feminist essay The Second Sex epitomized, one is not born, but rather becomes, a woman. In total rupture with the suffragettes' vision in which the feminine specificities were celebrated, this postmodern feminism asserts that being a woman is not a natural state defined by the biological and psychological attributes but the result of a history and culture, i.e. being a woman is a political construction. Therefore, the emancipation from the masculine domination would necessarily take the form of a rebellion against the essence of womanhood, a rebellion against biological sex. Like, comment and subscribe for more videos.